Hey, what's going on, Gang D here with another ink positive message for you. As I mentioned in Me Monday, we all need to be a little bit of a MacGyver. MacGyver being the character from the 80s TV show. I know, they rebooted it recently. I haven't watched that. It's Richard Dean Anderson or nothing for this guy, okay? But so I wanted to show you some of my little MacGyver hacks. Behind me, you see that panel, right? You see the moving blanket against the wall and that panel and the foam. Well, what it is rather than buy these panels that you could spend, I mean, for one that size, that thing's 5.5 by 5, you could literally spend like $1,000 on something like that, right? So I have them all over the room. And what I did was get cubicle walls. Yeah. Now, this was my clever idea years ago where I thought I could just build a cube. And actually, at one point, that's how I kind of did my home studio. I was boxing in a cube. Now, again, cubicle walls, if you were to buy a cube, it would be, $700,000 or so. I went to OfferUp, found a local company looking to get rid of some stuff, and got these walls. So then they're just, drywall screwed in to the walls of the room itself, and the 2-inch thick foam panels have been added. The other thing I wanted to share, because I promised my good friend Melissa Medina that I would show her this little trick for when the power goes out. You see this guy? Yeah, what is that thing? Is that a black box? Sort of. It's just as important to me. That is a backup power source. So all my equipment, everything that runs in the studio, is plugged into that thing, and that thing just plugs into the wall. And what happens is, in the event of a power failure, this bad boy kicks in and provides me with enough juice to run my studio for hour to 2 hours, depending on how much stuff I'm doing. Okay, so if you have a session coming up, and of course this is summertime, and for folks like me who live in the lightning capital of the world, Tampa Bay, you're going to have thunderstorms often, and with thunderstorms you sometimes lose power. Well, thanks to this guy, I have not had an issue, and I've had this thing for a couple of years now. It has come in handy over and over again, and more than paid for itself. And honestly, when I got this, I think it was like $130. You can get ones that'll power for up to like 4 hours or whatever, for probably a few bucks more. Yeah, so those are just two of my little MacGyver hacks, if you will. And I hope that helps some of you. And if you have any other questions, I'm always happy to answer them whenever possible. So in the meantime, keep shining. Have a great week.